Right, that's just finishing touches. A drainage hole, because this little piggy is going to be a planter. To which end I've got these, bought these today, these hanging basket liners. You get 2 for £2 belting by. So that will go in there. Couple of slits and the other one at the side. What was the holes for? Well, the holes are drainage holes. And they're positioned to drain out through the legs. There we go. Get the angle right, there we go. So this little piggy is going to be a planter. I'll not put the nose holes in. Just a little bit too big, but gives me the desired effect. So there we go, one little piggy planter. Right, so what does that mean? Well, in order to have my workbench clear and the floor clean so that I'm welding, I don't set fire to my shed, means everything in here had to go behind me. So we're very, very cramped. The gyms are open, so my daughter's totally lost her gym space. I had to do that because I've been a busy chap, and this is about the, besides these two, I made another 3 over the last 2 weeks. Both of these are a specific order. One customer wanted one not quite as big, so that was 2 19-kilogram bottles cut in half and welded on top of each other. That's a 47-kilogram bottle, and this particular customer also wanted a grill across the top, because he said he likes to pile his wood high and he didn't want it falling out. So I've been busy doing that, making the pig. Made another 2 burners. I've not had much chance to do some scrapping, but I did get chance to go and weigh in some copper, cable, and a little bit of light iron. So like I said, I went to the old anvil yard. Well, it's called the Scrap Trade Centre. It's in the old anvil yard. It was more of, I needed to make some space. So I took in what I had ready, what was there, had to go. I needed the space to make those wood burners and that pig. And what a surprise I got at the yard. We can focus, there we go. Dry, bright wire. 6,310 pounds a metric ton. Wow, never seen it so high. Heavy copper at 5,670. Single cables, 3,000 pounds a ton. Wow. Mixed iron has gone down. I think I got 170 last 2 weeks ago. So all in all, it was still a decent payday of 139 pounds, 140 pounds. All rolled out is still 700 pounds a ton. But look at that for the price of dry, bright wire. Wow. So that kind of got me thinking, right, well, get all your cable together. I mean, it's fetching a really good price. And, what should I say? When I've no room in the shed, I tend to put my scrap in those sealable big paint tins and store behind the curtain, so keeps the missus happy. So I thought, well, I'll better dig all that lot out and try and get it in before the price drops, because I do hear it's going to drop in May. Right, and then what a pleasant surprise I had, because I did write on what was on these, but it's all rusted away. So I took that one, well, it's outside. I've had to get some paper on to dry the paper, and this one I had a very pleasant surprise. Bish bash bosh, it's full of copper, and this isn't that fake stuff. This is the proper juice, proper stuff. So it's actually damp, so probably might be some water at the bottom of there. So it's probably feels heavier than what it is because it's full of water. So let's open that these are full of goodies. Push. Number 2 mixed in. Right, so apologies to you people who I said I would be showing more of the start showing the factory finds. I mean, look at that for a micrometer. Just a little on the large side, isn't it? But at the moment, all that lot's stacked up there. Until I can get until that can go there, I can't show it. Go on, Cliff, John Strange. Here's a tantalising glimpse of something. It's like big aluminium bed. Okay, got adjustable legs on it. When I turned it round, it's got a vernier gauge from top to bottom that way. There, another vernier gauge going to there, and another one from there to there. So we'll unpack that when we do the factory finds. So Ian in his shed with an old speckled hen and a pig in the background wishing you a good night, and no, tell you a little tale first. So at the old anvil yard, gotta put that somewhere, there we go. I'm gonna need both hands for this. So I'm weighing in at the old anvil yard, and if you remember 2 videos back, you met Scouse Jed. Okay, so he's there again, and come over, a little chat. Hello Ian, you know, your videos making me laugh. And he has a quick look at my scrap, and he pulled out the centre part of a magnetron. You know, quite a unique thing. He says, oh, I don't touch them, he says. This is dangerous. And the young lad who works at the yard, young Ian, I'm saying young Ian, he's 30. Well, he's young to me, he's half my age. So anyway, he says, no, he says, I don't touch them, they're poisonous. So the young lad says, what do you mean, poisonous? He said, well, the ends of the magnetrons, they're made of this poisonous material. He says, and you break them, you can end up dead. So the young lad says, what? He says, I smash them up all the time. So I kind of like said, well, don't be too worried. I said, beryllium, what he's talking about, make these insulators at the end. It's a very, very expensive material and very difficult to produce. I said, and they stopped using it, well, for that reason, and also for the fact that it's very poisonous, 30 years ago. I said, so unless you're dealing with microwaves which are over 30 odd years of old, I wouldn't worry. I said, the second thing is, I said, it's only if you break them and you inhale the dust that you may, in 20 years' time, you may develop borreliosis. So, dead straight face, you know. He said, well, what's that? I said, well, it's a bit like asbestosis. You must have heard of asbestos, you know, and asbestosis. Well, he said he had. At this point, Scouse Jed, dead straight pan face. He says, yeah, he says, asbestosis, yeah, terrible thing. He says, my mate's just died of that. So he was in the scrap game and refurbing old boilers. Dealt with asbestos all his life. It killed him. He said the funeral was okay. He says, but took 3 weeks to cremate him. So I'm, you know, the young lads, he's like straight face, and he's like, what? And I'm like, oh. And then it dawned on me, you know, asbestos, fire retardant, fire resistant. Took 3 weeks to cremate him. I said, oh, Jed, come off, that's a bad one. Well, funny though. Right, me hen and me pig. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, Mum. Well, hello folks. It's been a long day for me, so I finally come in. I'm gonna get showered. Look at the time. What is it? 9:20. And now I've got to figure out how to edit and upload on my iPhone. So, you know, I'm always a little late, so I've got the iPhone set up, okay. I've got myself a few nibbles and things. We have some 18-month-old mature cheddar cheese. Couldn't get any blue. Some antipasta, some really juicy, nice, dried tomatoes. That's oxymoron, isn't it? Juicy, dried tomatoes. Olives, manchego cheese, oh, nice Argentinian Malbec. We got some scrotches. That's probably not how you pronounce it. Some various dips, a little bit of pate, and then we're going to finish off with a nice blended malt Scotch whisky, slightly peaty, with some 71% dark chocolate with Chinese goji berries and forest fruit. That's just a little bit rich and distinctive Speyside and Highland malts, earthy maritime notes, peated and smoky. Smoking. Right, I'll figure out how to do this video on this. Well, if you're watching this, I did, isn't it? Easy peasy.